Kohala Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Bashim Rakakadash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Barakata Rakakadash. I want to say Shalom to my fellow, say Shalom to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that continue to teach me this truth and who will well. Please forgive me. I got a little fan in the background. Forgive the little bit lack of quality in the video last time. We were in a hotel room. I'm not really going to explain the whole story, but those of you who are 17 and live with a single black mother, you know how fucking annoying it can be when the mother's like, oh, I got to travel. And you're like, well, I don't want to fucking travel. And so, well, you got to come with me. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Arguing with her the entire way there because, I'm at that point where gaining knowledge in these scriptures, I'm not listening. I'm like, she'll talk to me about some dumb bullshit about birthdays and shit. And I said, it's period. I'm not celebrating birthdays. Or she'll say, oh, well, the scriptures, that's not right. A woman's supposed to have an opinion. I said, no. Listen, maybe I'll make a video on it another time, but when it comes to this stuff, it's either when you have someone, actually, I'm going to get the scripture. Amos chapter 3, verse 3, man. All right, I'm going to get the scripture. I need to get these things memorized. Can two walk together except they be agreed? My mother is completely in the world. She's a 2/3, okay? She's completely out there, all right? Only one way this thing is going to end. Either she comes into the truth or I go back in the world. Or I just up and leave. Which, you know what? When those riots come, when everything goes to shit and another pandemic comes, that's what I'm going to do. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Okay, that's a spirit to have. Okay? Or else you're going to fall right back into this fucking piece of shit world. Now, going back to the topic of this video. Okay? Holy Bible Defenders. I don't think I caught the elder's name. But that's one of my favorite brothers out here in this truth, man. I want to say strong shalom to him, man. And he made a video about this black Hebrew Israelite kid, not black Hebrew Israelite guy, a young kid, a Jake, right? Which I don't know what camp he's a part of. He may be IUIC, more than likely IUIC, and he plays football for his local high school. And the football coach made him eat pork pizza. And of course, that's a complete breach of the law. The kid had to get therapy, and the Holy Bible Defenders made a whole breakdown of it. So I recommend you go check out him. But I just wanted to do a response video. So this is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The way he should go is following these scriptures. Okay? Now, I mean, it's common sense. I mean, if the heathen's trying to make you eat something that you know is unclean, you should just say no. Better yet, curse the fucker out and go. Okay? Because I've had periods like that when I was when I used to go and be in high school. Like when teachers would just get on my nerves, and you know what? I would just, I never really had problems with my teachers like that, but now I'm not going to say high school. I'm going to say maybe like middle school, where I had some dickhead teachers, and I would just up and go, man. And you should teach your kids that. Teach your kids, if your teacher is being an asshole, leave and come on home and go explain it. Okay? Which I don't want any kids, but to you brothers that got some, go ahead and deal with that. This is Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and his law doth he meditate day and night. Okay? Which that young man, if his parents or whoever is teaching him, or maybe he was watching online, he didn't really get up to that part yet, to that level of understanding. But I mean, through the spirit, if someone is trying to make you eat pork, man, just say no. All right? But you shouldn't be playing football to begin with, because football in this world don't mix, man. Football, playing sports, and being in the truth, they don't mix. Actually, really doing anything in the world, being a movie star, trying to be a rapper, and being the truth, it doesn't really mix well, okay? And the scriptures tell you about that. You really shouldn't be worrying about money. You really should just focus on the truth. Whatever basic needs you need, you go do that, and you just get enough to get throughout the day, But you shouldn't. Now, I disagree with the whole football thing, man. He shouldn't even be playing football to begin with. He should have a hobby, something he can do from home, whether it's drawing or day trading. He really dropped the ball. He really shouldn't even been playing ball at that to begin with. No, I didn't really want that one. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And once again, going back to sitting in the council and sitting in the seat of the sinners and being in the way with them. I mean, he's in high school, right? The way you should teach your kid to be in high school is that he should really be under the radar. Maybe he lifts weights on the side or something, but he really shouldn't get into sports, because when you get into sports, you're being around the heathen 24/7. You got to talk to them, they got to talk to you. You're gonna make friends with the heathen. You should really teach your kid to be moving right, man. He should be quiet. Go to school, maybe have a little friends here and there, whether they're in the truth or not. And just talk to them, but keep it to a minimum and keep it going and go home. I was like that my entire high school life, man. All right, and I wasn't in the truth back then, but I was like that, man. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. When Yahweh thy power shall bring thee unto the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than now. And when actually I'm not going to go there yet, but going back to this, right? Greater and mightier than now, going to Joshua 1, verse 7, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn it not from the right to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. This all goes back to that history of us taking over the land of the Canaanites. The nations there, the Canaanite nations there, were greater and mightier than now. And then Joshua later on told us to be of strong and to be of good courage, man. If only that kid would have known, man. I don't know who he really runs with, but if only that Jake would have known, But through the Spirit, he should have known better, Fuck, Slakia. All right, Slakia, forgive me. Fuck. I think I was saying pretty much all I had on this point was that that young man really shouldn't have really feared the heathen, because going back to the scripture here, the Canaanites were brought to us and they were mightier and greater than us. So what he really should have done is just trusted in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and he would have been delivered. So I'm going to skip to the third verse. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Next I'm going to go to verse 2. And when Yahweh thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of Yahweh be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. Which that's what happened to that young man. If that young man would have just kept his distance, he should have gotten and maybe into gaming or something that he can just do by himself. That kept him away from the heathen. He would have done a lot better. But because he dwelt with them, the Lord, smited him and made him commit that madness. Okay, he's gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna close out. Okay, coming back. My point was is that the Lord smited him and made him commit that madness, eating that pork pizza. I mean, when I was young, right? I was never really that nigga with the hands. Like I was, like I had some hands. Like I would, but I was a real quiet kind of to myself guy. Like if you got me mad, I would really bottle it in until, you just say that one thing and then I would just wail on a nigga. Okay. But my point is, I was never like that nigga. But even then, when niggas would like talk shit about me, I would yell at them. I was telling them, leave me the fuck alone, bro. And they would be trying to get uppity with me, but they would just leave me alone. Okay? Because the teacher would usually walk in because they say, okay, who screamed? You know? And they would usually leave me alone. And I figured my own way out through school, Um, I did a little bit of things, I did a little. This is back when I was in the world, right? But, I did a little bit of things here and there. I used to be a part of the chess club for a little bit, anime club here and there. Then I did, a little bit of rugby. I did a little bit of work for the student house kind of like Senate. I used to work for them and do that whole bullshit. That thing was complete bullshit as well. But, whoever that kid's father, whoever that kid's teacher is, if he knows him in person, his elder, he needs to know that in school, man, school is a bunch of bullshit. Okay? School is a bunch of is a fucking indoctrination center. Okay, to indoctrinate the young man to follow this wicked society. Okay? You cannot go into school. Okay, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna get the scripture on that, man. I know this by the top of my head, man. No, I don't. Serving two masters. Okay, this is 6:24. I knew it was something 24. So this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. Okay? You cannot serve this world, these worldly gods, these worldly fucking shit, like going to fucking school and shit, and going to fucking math class and shit. Okay? And learning about biology and learning about evolution, which the whole theory of evolution completely ignores scriptures. You cannot follow that and also follow the scriptures at the exact same time. Okay, you got to choose one, brother. Okay, maybe you be in school. I dealt with that last semester of college, man, dealing with the fucking bio, and this nigga talking about fucking evolution and monkeys. You know what I fucking did, man? The Wadi Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai for this virus, man, because it made everything remote. I don't have to memorize shit. Okay? All I did was pull up that nigga's fucking PowerPoint and copy and paste shit, and I got 100. I didn't get 100, but I did enough to get my ass through. That's all I'm gonna keep it. Okay? That's the kind of spirit that young man needs to have. Just do enough to get your ass through, and then go get a trade or whatever hobby that you have. If it's marketable, go do that. Okay? Going back, I actually wanted to, I'm not sure if I went into this. Looking at this here, this is another example, man. I hope this kid learns from this. But teacher suspended of a photo of her foot on black boy's neck. And that black boy, this is a similar situation. That black boy, he allowed the white teacher to put a fucking foot on his neck for a fucking joke. Okay? Now I know on the down low, he paid that kid. He paid that dumbass little nigga, okay, to go do that bullshit. But, going back to it, it's similar shit. If a teacher is fucking asking you to do some bullshit like that, man, I'm talking to you brothers, I'm talking to myself, and I'm talking to you young brothers, man. And you filter this out to any young brothers you know in the truth, man. If it's your son, whoever it is, okay? If any teacher try to ask you to do some bullshit like that, up and leave that motherfucker, man. Leave school, okay? You know what? If you gotta go to timeout and they put you in the timeout corner, you explain yourself, okay? Or if your mom come to get you, or they say, okay, we're gonna take you to the principal's, okay? Let your mom come and pick you up, man, and go to a new school or something. Because that's complete bullshit. Okay? They let these fucking heathen push you around. The fuck they think they are, man? Fucking motherfuckers, man. And I'm so upset at that because back when I was in the world and I was just a dumbass nigga, I would have fucking done the same shit. Not really the foot thing, but fucking if someone said, oh, you gotta eat this thing, I would have fucking listened. Okay? It's the parents. It's the parents, man. It's something about the fucking parents. Okay? That kid probably got a mother in the house, single mother, no father. Maybe even if he has a father, his father should have already told him and laid down that law and said, yo, if someone asks you to do something you don't want to do it, just say no. Okay? Alright, that's all I got, man. Sorry. It's lucky for the little rant. You know, as I said, you know, I was fucking forced to go on a little ride, even though I really didn't want to. You know, last couple of days I've been having like a great flow, bringing out scriptures and bringing out this and bringing out the videos. And then my mother wants me to fucking travel. Okay, and even though I say no, she's fucking getting uppity and shit. Okay, and I dwell right, you know, I move right. So I said, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go. Okay, and now fucking got me upset, man. Fucking moving me off my course. All right, moving me off my goddamn course. All right, that's all I got, man. All blessings, honor, and glory be to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to my fellow Akim. Shalom to the few sisters that do watch. That's all I got.